we've got from Lars Hansen, your thoughts on June the 1st. Is it planned or a panic move because WoW subs fall like a rock from a skyscraper? Well, I mean, whether the rock is falling from a skyscraper or the plane, it is going to hit at terminal velocity vaguely soon. But I don't think that's his point. Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of me that just thinks, how on earth could it be a panic move from a company as large that plans so far out as Blizzard? Like, that seems absurd to me. But I then do see how compressed the entire marketing cycle is, and that does feel odd to me. So, I don't know. And, like, if it was a panic thing, I mean, if they were panicking to that June 1st release date, specifically June 1st, they're doing it because of Elder Scrolls Online.
There's no other reasonable explanation.
Yeah, why not June 14th? Right? And, you know, I think most of the people at Blizzard would actually know that your average player would like more than a 2-week pre-patch. So in that case, it's probably a situation where, well, when did Elder Scrolls Online announce its release date?
I have absolutely no idea.
What's the expansion called again?
Blackwood. Is it Blackwood? Yes, Blackwood.
So it's maybe the sort of thing where
they announced that on the 14th of April apparently, or around that. So it's been used for a couple of weeks.
Well, here's an article, ElderScrollsOnline.com, 26th of January 2021.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls Blackwood is coming for PC, Mac, and Stadia on June 1st, and then the Xbone and PS4 June 8th.
Okay, so the article I've seen is dated extremely wrong. Sweet.
Yeah, so, yeah, this is 01/26/2021. So it's like, I mean, the only way they could be that could be that in a panicked way that would then explain an oddly compressed marketing cycle for TBC Classic is them finding out about this, being like, oh shit, we've got to be able to meet this with some sort of WoW product. And then because of that, you know, they internally set that deadline and they only do their announcements and stuff once they actually know they can achieve it, which maybe explains what we've got going on right now. But that does start to feel kind of conspiratorial. But on the same page, like Blizzard, they've always said they basically pay no heed to what else is going on in the industry. And they generally have said that while they have timed their releases with Final Fantasy and Guild Wars 2 and stuff.
Yeah,
when they can.
Yeah, I was actually looking for that. I remember so many instances of going, those bastards have tried to fight with a Final Fantasy patch. And then I actually tried to find out which dates, and I could find very, very little. I can't even remember one that I did find. Remember, I think Dakar asked about it, or we were kind of arguing about it or something, and I actually couldn't find anything, but there was like a couple major ones. I just don't remember what they were.
It's usually just the major ones.
Yeah, it was definitely some big patches. Like, oh man, it's brutal.
Yeah, like I remember like sometimes big WoW patches coming out at the same time as another expansion's launch.
Yeah,
it's typically stuff like that. So it's hard to say. Certainly though, the fact that for people they're even thinking, is that a panic move? I mean, certainly does show that people aren't particularly pleased, I guess. So, yeah, thank you for the question. And that's what I think right now. It's like, we just can't know for sure. Yeah, so from Dan Valentine again, they have perfect reasoning from a business standpoint to release June 1st. COD is at a plateau since the Warzone revamp, and they're waiting for the next big announcement. AOC Alpha, 9.1 drought. To which, yeah, it's like, you know, forcing that in at the end of Q2, I can totally understand. But it's like, why June 1st instead of 14th? And you are just left thinking Elder Scrolls Online and Ashes of Creation. You know, you can see how all the companies will do this to each other, I guess. Like, you can see stuff like that going on. And, you know, it's the sort of thing, if you're the incumbent, you can just sort of throw your weight around. And, yeah, it's like, it's so obvious that the player experience would be better if it was a 3 or 4 week long pre-patch that it does make me think that they have timed it to, time the release with other products. Because Ashes of Creation Alpha, well, yeah, you could do that, but you and all the boys are going through the Dark Portal. We've got to go. We've got to get to Karazhan. Right?
Yeah.
Same for Elder Scrolls Online. You know, a player's going to be sitting there thinking, yeah, so, well, you know, Karazhan with everyone. Let's go. You can see that. So
yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's really awkward because you can find very little fault with it if you look at it purely on a competition basis. Because obviously you're going to want to fight your competition. There's like that is in the accepted rulebook.
yeah, totally.
You try to defeat your competition. Sometimes you do that by making your game better. Sometimes you do that by putting your release date on top of theirs and making sure they never get anywhere near your size repeatedly. Go for that. But the real problem with that, I find, is in the player experience losing out as a result. Where this is not the optimal time for Burning Crusade to release for the players. It's the optimal time for Burning Crusade to release for Blizzard. And it's really sad that those incentives don't align, because you imagine they should.
You do, yeah.
But they sort of don't. Don't.
So unfortunate, but as they apparently say in Asmongold stream, but also as they say here in Northern Ireland as a colloquialism, that is so it is.
It is so it is.